Hey y'all, this is Carly, and I am back with another Wax Diaries melted video. So this is for about the first week of September, I would say. Just right about exactly a week or a week and a couple of days. So most of these things I would say are from the melt box, but there's also quite a few things that I just felt like melting and kind of grabbed out to melt. So you will see some other things as well that were not in my September melt box video. I'm going to switch this up just a tiny bit this time and do my actual empties first, and then I'll get to the things that I melted but that are not empty yet. And I did kind of put these in order by vendor a little bit this time so that it flows a little bit better. So definitely tell me if that actually makes a difference to you or not. I usually just grab things out of the box, kind of just however they are, but this time I sorted them a tiny bit. So let me know if y'all think that that's better or worse, or if you don't care, whatever. So I will dive right in. For the first time, I actually have some Bath and Body empties. I do not go through Bath and Body Care very quickly, so I usually don't have those empties, but I do this time. I was trying to finish these up before the end of summer. So the first one that I have is from Zape, and this is Malibu Barbie. This says sugar scrub, but it was actually like a body butter sugar scrub, so you were supposed to use this at the end of your bath or shower, kind of after you were totally done bathing, and then put this on your body and rinse it off. And it also kind of functioned as a lotion. So the idea is that you just kind of pat dry after this and don't have to wear lotion. I did still put on lotion after I used this actually, but it does make your skin feel really soft and moisturized, and I did really enjoy this. I would definitely repurchase this type of product from her, so I really enjoyed that. And then the other one is also from Zape. This is the last one. I just have two. So this is a whipped soap and slice of paradise. If y'all saw a previous video, I bought this for my honeymoon back in June, and I've been using it since it was the big 13.5 ounce size. And I really enjoyed this. I used it to shave. I used it as a soap. It had a really nice, thick, but also light and fluffy type of texture. It smelled amazing. So again, definitely would use more whipped soap by her, and I have a candy corn buttercream one in the mail right now that I'm really excited to use. So that is all for Bath & Body, and I will dive into wax empties. The first one is Strawberry Zucchini from Haley's Heavenly Scents. This is in this bag because I had cracked the lid on this. I honestly don't remember this one very much. I don't remember disliking it, but I honestly don't remember a ton about it, so I'm sorry about that, guys. I think I melted it towards the beginning of the week. This next one is Boardwalk Barrel from Chloe and Me. This was from her Candyland box, and this was a really nice, I think it was a... it doesn't say on here anywhere. I think this was from the Saltwater Taffy box that I did, though, because I did that and a Jelly Bean one. And this was a really nice Boardwalk Carnival type scent, which is what I was craving this week. I think it had apple in it and some other Carnival type scents, so it performed really well. This had a bunch of just like little bitty shapes in it, and I put half of the bag in one warmer and half in another in my living room, and it did really well. So really enjoyed that one. I finally finished up this from a D-Stash Sniff My Tarts Candy Cane Jack Frost Frostbite. Didn't get super good throw, but again, I don't know how long the person before me had it. Same for this from Wilma's. Finally finished up this Rosemary Mint. The very last cube that I melted was, I got super herbal from it. I had told y'all this kept going back and forth for me, whether it was kind of sweeter or more herbal. The last little piece was pretty herbal. I probably would not repurchase this, but I did enjoy it at times when I melted it. From Blank Label, I melted Hidden Puppy Love, which is blackberry jam butter cookies, raspberry buttercream, and creamy zucchini cake pops. I have been loving melting through this Puppy Love sampler. This was amazing. It was super bakery, super sweet. You got the blackberry, you got the raspberry, and I'm pretty sure I melted this for at least a full day, if not more, because it was just throwing like a beast. Just one piece of it in the bedroom, and really good. So I let that one go for a long time. From Bento Wax Co., I melted, I think in the kitchen, actually, Badbats Matsu, which is black raspberry vanilla, pink sugar, and tooth fairy taffy. I'm not a huge fan of these super candy, sickly, sweet type scents, so I was kind of just melting this to get rid of it, and I don't remember too terribly much about it. I just put the whole sushi roll in the kitchen, so don't have a ton to say about that one. From Candy Panda, oh, these are actually both the same. I melted them at different times. I had half of one left, and then I melted a whole other one at a different point. But these are Wonderful Christmas Time, which I believe is peppermint and marshmallow. I really, really like this scent. I got it in a 5-pack last year, and I still have a couple left, I think. But it's just a really nice, super sweet, marshmallowy peppermint that I really, really like. So glad I still have a couple of those. From the Scented Squirrel, I melted Frosted Pumpkin Biscotti, which is pumpkin, walnut biscotti, and buttercream. This is from last October, so I'm trying to use up some of this stuff. It was actually really good. The throw wasn't great at first, so I thought it was kind of a dud because I'd had it for so long. But I would say about halfway into melting, it was a really good, solid, at least medium throw, if not more, and it was really a nice pumpkin bakery. So my husband and I did enjoy that one night in the living room. I also made my way through most of the rest of the advent calendar. This one is Mould Cider, which is apples, oak moss, cinnamon, nutmeg, cloves, orange zest, and lemon peel. Each one of these is just one little bitty piece, which is kind of hard to find a place to get that to perform. But I've started only doing these in the bathroom and the kitchen, and they did really well. So this was just kind of your typical cider scent. The next one is Cypress and Berries. This is pine, sandalwood, musk, cedar, berries, rose, jasmine, violets, and citrus. Don't remember a ton about this one, but again, I either melted that just in the kitchen or the bathroom. Apple Streusel actually did really well in the kitchen. It was a really nice apple bakery. This one is apple, cinnamon, ginger, clove, brown sugar, caramel, maple, sugared vanilla, and graham crackers. I don't think, well, I think it's actually already gone on sale, so I think I already missed it, but I am not doing her advent this year just because I didn't really like the format of the shapes that much because they were so small. I used to live in an apartment, so it made sense then when I was just using one warmer in my tiny little bedroom. But my bedroom in my house is probably like twice the size as my bedroom was in my apartment. So even in the bedroom, these were too small to like get a good throw in there. And then same thing for the kitchen. I can't get super great throw with just one piece of these, so I would really kind of be limited to the bathroom. And I think she did the same format for her advent this year, which I'm sure is great for some people, but I just enjoyed the Super Tarts one better, so I did repurchase that one, and then I'm looking at maybe doing one or two others along the way, but I won't be doing that one again just for the reasons that I said. From Candles from the Keeping Room, I did Monster Jam. This was a sample. It was just a bunch of like jam fruity scents together. I loved this on cold. I did not get I think this was the one that I did not get very good throw from for whatever reason. I think I melted this one in the kitchen, so really great scent. I just didn't get very good throw from that one. Kona Coffee and Sugar Cone. I think I melted this on like a Sunday morning last weekend, and it was super perfect. A nice like black coffee, but then you got that sugary, almost like creamery type note from the Sugar Cone. That one was really good. At the same time, I melted the Caramel Latte, and that was a really nice caramel coffee scent. I really like her coffee. I need to get some more. I actually have some from last year still that I need to get through. And these were all samples. This one is Apple Mulberry Delight, and my husband picked this one day. It was a little tiny bit perfumey, but in like a fall musky type way. So I melted it was a big like corn on the cob, and I cut it in half and melted it in the living room, and we actually really enjoyed that one. So I made it through a ton of Super Tarts Advent scents. Look at all of these. I think I only have like 5 left, maybe. There was just so much in each one of these that I'm still getting through them. But this one is Holiday Latte Marshmallow Fluff. This was gingerbread cookies, freshly brewed latte, and marshmallow fluff. I melted this with those other coffee scents on that Sunday morning. Really good gingerbread and coffee, and just amazing for a lazy morning. This Cranberry Cobbler cornbread, super good. I melted it in the kitchen when I was working from home one day because I often sit in there because there's a nice big window, and it was really good. Cranberry and sort of that savory bakery type scent, really, really good. These are scents I'm excited to get again for Christmas. Blackberry, maple, and pecan concession, excuse me. I did not really like this one. This wasn't my favorite last year. It's still not. It's a nice kind of carnival-y type scent, which is why I melted it. Why can I not talk now? At this time of year. I melted it in the bedroom. It was okay. It's just not my favorite scent. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, Creamy Spiked Eggnog, and Apple Cider. We melted one night. I love this scent. My husband and I have been talking about eggnog scents and how much we love that. And with the apple cider, it was just perfect. So I'm really excited to get more of that one for Christmas. Jaws and Mr. Myers. The Jaws is sea salt, fresh air, seagrass, sliced plum, and sweet pear. And the Mr. Myers is fresh fallen leaves, fireside, and vanilla bean Noel. I love this one. It was such a fresh fall scent. I have not tried Mr. Myers on its own, but I'm super excited to because this was really good. I would love to get it in a bam bag and be able to mix it with my bam bag of Jaws and kind of melt them together like that. But even just getting clamshells would be great. So I'm really excited for that one. Goldbergs Family Matters. This one is oatmeal scotchy, sugar cookies, caramel drizzle, zucchini, butter brickle, ice cream scoop bread, coffee, Subu bakery, like Ez Bakery, as you can imagine. That butter brickle comes out, the zucchini bread, just super, sweet with the caramel. So this was really good. I have tried Goldbergs by itself, not Family Matters, I think. I don't really think I would blend these again just because it's so heavy bakery, but I enjoyed that. And the last one that I melted from the Advent is Hotel Cortez Starfleet. This is pumpkin pecan waffles, tres leches cake, cinnamon donut, zucchini bread, jelly donut, sugar cookie. Again, really good bakery scent. The jelly donut really came out in this one, and I did get a BAM of Starfleet because of this, so I'm excited to melt through that. This was just a random sample from Sweet Wagon Scents. Not sure what it was. Sweet bakery, pretty good. Melted it in the bathroom. And then I have 3 scents that I just got in the Halloween sampler that I literally posted earlier today when I'm filming this. I melted these before the Halloween restock just to see if I needed to get them. And I did not end up getting any of these. I didn't think I wanted them, but I just melted them to make sure. This one is Phantom Queen. I don't really remember the scent notes. I think that the scent note in this one, though, that made me not really like it was a tea note. I'm not a huge fan of tea, so it performed well. It's okay. I just decided I wouldn't miss it if I didn't get it. Same with Cemetery Keys. This one I melted in the bedroom to test it out, and it's just a little bit too floral and a little bit too citrusy for me to be something that I would want in the fall or winter, so I went ahead and skipped out on that one. And then Hades and Persephone was just kind of a deep, musky, perfumey, a little bit floral scent to me. I melted it in the living room and just wasn't something that I needed. So that is everything that I emptied, which I'm really excited that I'm doing better with empties. I know that a lot of them were smaller, quantities, either just like samples or really small bags or scent shots, but it's still nice to get through something. So I will now dive into just the other things that I melted. The first is Pixie Dust from the Melting Duck. This is pistachio pudding cake, sugar milk, and pie crust. I melted this in the bedroom one morning while I was getting ready. It's good. It's a pistachio pudding cake bakery scent, kind of just like you would think of. So did enjoy it. From Candles in the Keeping Room, I did Glaze Jelly Roll. I think this is another one that I didn't get super great throw from. I started just throwing like the whole tart in my warmers when I melt her stuff, and I'm thinking maybe I need to go back to cutting it in half because I think it may be too much. I just stopped being as stingy with my wax because I need to get through it, but I definitely don't want to put too much in there at the expense of the throw because then what really is the point? So that's that. From Sniff My Tarts, I melted from her Alice in Wonderland sampler Down the Rabbit Hole, which is caramel apple, caramel corn, and cider donuts. This was super duper good. You can see this was a pie slice, and I only used half, if even half, in my 2 living room warmers, and it performed super well. I left it going all day long. You got the caramel, you got the apple, and the cider donuts. This was really, really good, so I really enjoyed that one. From Jamie Ann's Wax Creations. I have a good one. I have one that I really loved from Jamie Ann's Wax Creations. This is Mic Drop. Ice cream, Twinkies, and waffle cone. And you can see these little like Jack Skellington shapes in here are super duper cute. I don't think I hauled this, so I'll just kind of show y'all really quick some of those shapes. They're so cute. Okay, anyways, I melted 1 piece each in my 2 warmers in the living room, and this was really good. It was strong for a scent where I would consider the scent notes to be pretty light scent notes overall, but it did really well. It was, I would say, a high medium, super sweet, creamy bakery. I really enjoyed this one, and my husband did too. So this surprised me because I have not historically gotten super great throw from Jamie Ann's, but this one was amazing. Gotta give the credit where the credit is due. So this next one is from L3, Lucy the Valiant, Vanilla Oat Cran Apple. The more that I've been melting these little chunks that I have been getting better throw from L3. So I don't know if it's the quantity I'm using now or the warmer that I'm putting it in, or if it just needed an exceptionally long cure time for me. I don't know what the deal is, but this I got really good throw from in my kitchen warmer. My husband didn't like it. He thought it was really perfumey. That's how this type of scent tends to be with that oak. I enjoyed it. I thought it went really well with something else that we were melting at the time. I don't remember what it was, but this one was really good. I have to be in the mood for it because it is pretty musky and perfumey, but I got a good throw. I enjoyed it. I have a Halloween order on the way, and I'm excited about that. From Golden Willow Waxes, I got I melted Middle School Dance, which is strawberry cotton candy, vanilla bean Noel. I seem to remember this one doing pretty well. This was one of her B bars, and I cut it into fourths, and then I guess I cut it in half and then cut that in half again and put it in my living room warmers. I seem to remember it just being a really sweet, nice strawberry and doing pretty well. I don't remember it a ton. I am concerned about the type of bag that this is in, though, since it's just that fold-over bag. I really don't like that because I'm afraid that it lets a lot of the scent escape, especially after you've, like, opened it a couple times or once you've used it and now it's not, you know, closed exactly how it was when I first got it. I will probably try to rebag that one, but I may not order again unless or until she changes that, just because I don't really want to have to rebag things when I get them, and I really do feel like that makes it lose scent because obviously it's way more open than the zip top bag. So just my 2 cents about that. From Rose Girls, I melted berry creme brulee and frosted cupcakes. This one was so good. I melted it when we had somebody coming over just because I figured, you know, really sweet, like cupcake baking type scent. How can you go wrong? It was really good. They loved it. I enjoyed it. Super sweet berry cupcake scent. I really liked that one. At the same time, in the kitchen, I believe, I was melting wild berry mousse and jelly donut. This one was actually kind of odd. It was a lot more of a savory bakery than I expected, so I wasn't as happy with this one as the other one. I'll definitely melt the other piece, but it wasn't quite what I expected from that one. Next, I'll do Super Tarts. So I melted Granny's, which is cappuccino, pie crust, and sugar milk, again, at the same time as all of that coffee stuff that I melted. We just had a coffee morning. This one was really good. I melted this one in the living room, which is kind of my main area, I guess. I melt the thing that I kind of like the most in there. And really good, light coffee type, not light as in it didn't throw well, just not a really heavy coffee scent, like a true creamy cappuccino coffee, and you got the bakery, and the sugar milk was nice, so I really like the scent, and we'll probably repurchase that at some point once I'm done with it. I'm actually making it through some of my clams, y'all. Maybe I'll eventually have an empty clam to show you. I melted Catwoman from Super Tarts. This is sweetened condensed milk, vanilla wafers, and mixed berry smoothie. I always love this one. It's a really nice super sweet. You get the sweetened condensed milk smells like sugar milk to me, but you get the sugar milk. This smells like wild berry mousse to me, this mixed berry smoothie, and then with vanilla wafers. I really like this one. I think my husband's not a huge fan of that one, but I really like it. I finally melted Auntie Em, which is crunch berries and sugar milk. I melted it one morning getting ready, I think. Truly smells like a bowl of crunch berries with milk, so that one was good. I'm not often in the mood for cereal scents anymore, but I do sometimes crave them to melt in the mornings. This one is Luke buttermilk pancakes, donuts, and maple glazed bacon. We melted this on Saturday morning, which was actually yesterday. It didn't throw super duper well, but we were baking like chocolate chip muffins and stuff like that in the morning, so it could have just been kind of overwhelmed by that, but overall a really good, just breakfasty scent. I melted a little bit of my BAM of Mac Apple French Baguette. I decorated for fall on kind of like September 1st, 2nd, last weekend, basically. I did most of my fall decorating and Halloween decorating, and this was the first thing that I threw in my warmers after I got done with that, because this just screams fall, that Mac Apple and that French Baguette, and I melted this, I think, in the afternoon/evening as I was decorating, and then left it going overnight, and when my husband came in the next morning, he was raving about how good it smelled and how fallish it smelled in the house. So this was really good. I'm excited to have more than that and melt it several more times this fall. Oh my gosh. Y'all. I am so sorry. Okay. I may cut that out, but we're gonna keep going. I hit my camera on the tripod and completely knocked it over, so sorry about that. The last vendor is Vintage Chic Scents. So the first one is Joanna Strawberry Rosemary Mint Shaving Cream. Melted this one in the bedroom at night. Just one of these little rose pieces. So good. I love this scent. I don't get a lot of the rosemary herbally part of the rosemary mint, but I definitely get the strawberry, definitely get the mint and the shaving cream, and it is so good. I love that scent. Next, I melted To Catch a Thief. I have a loaf in this, so I figured I could at least use up this rose. This is Peppermint Noel Cotton Candy. Really nice, sweet, I don't know what else to say. Really nice, sweet peppermint scent. You get the cotton candy in it. It's really, really good. Sorry, I'm so thrown off that I knocked y'all over. Day Tripper is marshmallow, jelly-filled zucchini donuts, marshmallow birthday cake, vanilla bean Noel. Are really good. Most of these scents that have jelly donut in it, I mostly just smell jelly donut, which is what I got with this one, so that was good. Midway Treats. Again, I melted in the kitchen working from home one day. Saltwater taffy, cotton candy frosting, and fluffy marshmallows. So good. You get the saltwater taffy. You get that really sweet, gooey marshmallow scent. Loved that one. Perfect for the end of summer. And the very last one is Blackberry Milk Glass. This is Blackberry Wildberry Cake Batter Sugar Milk. I was pretty sad that I chose to melt this in my living room. I had a headache one night, and I thought this would be a nice, kind of soothing, relaxing type scent to melt in there, but I did not get very good throw in my living room. I put one quarter, I guess, of the rose in each of my two warmers in the living room, and it had a really light throw. I could smell it just a little bit, but I kind of wish I had have saved it for the bedroom, but I still have another piece, and that is what I will do with that. So that is all that I melted for basically the first week of September. I definitely have a lot more of my September melt box to get through, and I will definitely also be mixing in more things that I've gotten very recently that I have on the way, as well as just other things that I'm craving out of my stash. So thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to leave any questions, comments, suggestions, any of that down below. I would love to talk to you in the comments, and I will see you very soon in another video. Thanks, guys. Bye.